What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I just got back from Sky Park. Did some mountain bike riding with some friends. As you can see, got my bike loaded in the back still. But let's head down here to the hatchback, and we're gonna make some more progress on it. Gonna pull off the oil pan from the engine, so B-roll can go ahead and finish welding the return line to it. So here it is. Oh man, this thing's so freaking filthy. I only need to remove like half of it. Boom. So man, it's so frustrating how close I am to finishing this thing. This piping just needs to be adjusted a little bit. As you can tell, the coupler is hitting on the turbo housing, or sorry, the coupler is hitting on the wastegate, and you know, that's not good. So I'm gonna have B-roll do something about that. I don't know what he's gonna do, but we'll figure it out. But my concern right now is taking the oil pan off and then cleaning it up so that B-roll can go ahead and weld the fitting. I do need to attach the line to it and see what the best way to route it it's gonna be. I'm not really sure where to put the fitting, so that's gonna be kind of tricky. Oh man. I have to get the car up so the jack can fit underneath. Car's up in the air. Now I got to get under here and drain the oil, because you know, I got to pull off the oil pan. But in the meantime, I need to figure out how to feed the return line. I don't know if I showed you guys, but this is what it looks like without a bumper. It looks pretty freaking cool, but that's just me. This right here annoys me so bad. When I painted the engine bay, I should have pulled off the bash bar, but I didn't know it was purple, so now this pisses me off. But anyways, let me show you guys my current dilemma. So this is the return line hose that I need to put there. Somewhere in there. That's the fitting right there for the return line. So let me bring you guys under the car. So this is my intercooler piping right here. This is my intercooler piping right here. It comes around nice and cool, whatever. Looks good. There's no space for the line to come down. So you know, the wastegate is hitting on the coupler. So my friend B-roll is gonna go ahead and finish this up for me. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually gonna disconnect the intercooler piping for the hot side. Pretty much all this right here, I'm gonna disconnect it. I'm gonna mock up the fuel line, I mean the oil return line, and it's gonna go somewhere in here into the oil pan. I'm not sure where, wherever it's best routed, and then we're gonna have to work around that return line for the intercooler piping. So B-roll says he has an idea. Oh man, look at that, dude. Oh, that's so freaking nice. You know, it's been an amazing year, but it's also been really rough. I mentioned to you guys that you know, Nala passed away, and that's something that I still haven't gotten over. Every day, you know, I wake up and I still expect her to be there, and I lost a lot of motivation, but there's a lot of things to really be thankful for, and even, you know, seeing something like that, you know, it's something to be thankful for. This is beautiful. Like, we're all super busy with our lives, and it's nice to literally take a few seconds just to admire that and just kind of reflect on life. And, you know, things are rough right now, but you know, it can always be worse, and it's always better to be thankful for everything that you do have and everything that's going good, as opposed to being upset and angry about what you know, don't have, or, you know, I just always try to find like a positive outlet with any situation. But anyways, sorry about that. Man, that looks so freaking nice. That looks so nice. Oh man, what was I saying? Yeah, so I need to remove this intercooler piping so I can go ahead and mock up the oil return line, and then you know, we'll move forward from there. So let me get started on that. See that? Yeah. Looks like it'll work, but no, I've tried clocking the turbo. It doesn't work. So I don't know if B-roll is gonna like weld something here, like a little elbow. Maybe it'll have to like come down and then just meet somewhere further down here in this area, just to make it work. Gonna make it work. I actually put the turbo kit up for sale recently, and it's not that I don't have the money to finish it. I just don't want to spend the money to finish it. I'd rather just do other things and just prep for the future and stuff. I'm getting older, and you know, I'd like other things other than a fast car. But people are freaking lowballers, man. People are lowballers. I hate getting lowballed. I'd rather go broke trying to finish this than to be lowballed. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna figure this out. We're almost there, and then, you know, we'll get it done. So now that this is off, I can go ahead and mock up the return line. So I couldn't actually fit my hand through there. So what I'm just gonna do, I'm just gonna unmount the turbo. So that way it's just easier for me to put the line through, tighten it up, and then just shoot it down. And the good thing about V-bands is that, you know, they're super easy to take on and off. So there's the V-band off. Put this nut on it so I don't lose it. And then now that that's off, I can just lift the turbo, bada boom, and I can just tighten down the fitting right there. See that? Let me go ahead and mock up the hose, and then I'll put it back on. So I've got the return line mocked up. Can you guys see it? Yep, you guys can see it. There it is. The return line's mocked up, but it's gonna be a tight fit. But we'll make it work. It's getting dark, so I'm kind of working with whatever light I have. I should have done this sooner, but whatever, it's fine. I'll just get the big old light that I have. Woo! Time to drain the oil, and while it drains, I just mark up where it's gonna go to. It's a good thing I got some time today. Not too much time, but I've got most of the oil pan bolts off, except for that one. I have to pull off the half shaft to get to that one bolt. Pull off the half shaft, I have to pull out the axle. This sucks. So I'm on my way to B-roll. It's about an hour away or so. Just about to jump on the freeway.
Opened up those coilovers and I put them on the whip.
Yeah.
And they were super low when I took them out of the box, dude. Like that much of a difference.
Shout out to my boy Rick for for getting me this Honda Bond. I need this so I can finish up the oil pan on the on my EG. It's Thanksgiving morning, and I'm gonna spend some time to get that all buttoned up. So I've got the oil pan all cleaned up. Took some I took a razor blade and a wire wheel on my drill. Took off all the Honda Bond that was on here before. Shout out my boy B-Roll, Kuya's Fab, for doing my return fitting. So now I'm just gonna get some Honda Bond and lace them all across the oil pan and just bolt it up to the engine, and we should be good. So I've got the oil pan all back together. Shout out to my boy B over at Kuya's Fab, taking care of this fitting for me. This is perfect placement right here. I just have to cut this hose, add the fitting, and there's my return line. And then since the half shaft is out with the axle, I'm gonna just go ahead and put these on. You guys can see that 1,000 wheel horsepower insane shaft axles. I got them somewhere over there in the stash, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that while these are out, and then you know, we'll be ready for Saturday to finish this up. This is so cool. Insane shaft, 1,000 wheel horsepower axles. To come with more stickers? More stickers. Shout out to Panda for hooking me up with these. These are so freaking dope. Stoked to have them in the car. So should only take a couple minutes to get these in, and then we'll be able to move on to the next thing. You know, sorry I haven't been filming like the progress of me like we're actually working on the car. I only have my GoPro right now. I don't have a tripod for it or anything. And it's Thanksgiving, so I'm trying to move as fast as I can. I still have a bunch of other stuff to do. So sorry for not filming the progress. I'm just kind of filming what I can and what I remember to film. But the important thing is that I'm getting it done. I almost gave up, but not giving up. We're almost there. So let's get it. I got both brand new axles in there. Bada boom, bada bam. Waiting for the oil to, or sorry, waiting for the Honda Bond to dry. Slightly dry, but I don't want to put any fluids in there just yet. I still have to make the line, so I need to pull off the turbo, make the line. Thankfully I have spare line and I have spare fittings, so that should be fairly easy. And then I can go ahead and connect the sandwich plate for the line, and that should be it. I can button it back up and then get ready to take this to B-roll and finish up the fabrication of the intercooler piping, and then connecting the rest of the downpipe to the rest of the exhaust. This thing is so filthy, but we're almost there. Almost there. So I've got the line mocked up and it fits really good, but the thing is I have the intercooler piping off, but that's why I'm taking it to B-roll, so he can go ahead and finish fabbing up the intercooler piping. It's clearance all around. Super stoked about that. Like I said, it's Thanksgiving Day, so I only have so much time. I need to run to the store, so I'll try to pick this up when I can. This is heat sleeving. I'm gonna put this over the return line since it's so close to the manifold. Shout out to Billy for this and helping me out with the whole turbo stuff in general. This is saved me a trip to G&J. Very cool. Thank you, Billy. Appreciate you, brother. I've got one nut holding the turbo, which is fine just for mocking up. And now we've got the line down here, so now I just got to connect it here. There we go. So now come Saturday, B-roll's just gonna have to modify the turbo housing and then, you know, we should be able to just go from there. But I don't know if I want to actually have a what do they call those? A dump tube for the wastegate, since it's just going to be pointing down anyways. I was told that it should be fine like that, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm stoked about the line. Got the heat sleeving on there, that's nice and protected. So I just got to remove the filter, add the sandwich plate for the rear, and we're good. So here we have the Golden Eagle sandwich plate. Now this has this fitting right here to the side. It's like a -3 for the feed line. So this goes where the oil filter goes, and then the oil filter screws into here, and it just I'd rather do this than do like a T-fitting. This is stronger and you know, more oil pressure, or at least I think there's more oil flow this way, and it's safer and stronger. So I just need to get under the car and remove the oil filter and put this on. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go. Feed line is done, return line is done. It's freaking windy and cold. I'm gonna go inside. So I've got my truck and trailer ready to go. Right now I'm just adding fluids to the car. Well, I'm just adding oil to the car right now before I get it started. And then of course I only use pure oil in this car, so I just need to add a little bit more oil to this, and then it should be good to start. And then we just load it up onto the trailer and we head out to B's for to finish up the fabbing. Let's go. Got oil in here. Let's start this thing up. So far, so good. No leaks that I can see. I should have connected a downpipe, but it's gonna have to come off anyways. Made it to my boy B's house. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna film. I don't want to be all up in his face and stuff while he's working, but yeah, we about to get this done right here. So B made me a new downpipe. Come out here, that way we have better clearance in this area. And then now he's just welding that up, and we got to connect it to the rest of the piping. And then he's gonna go ahead and then make the new piping for the turbo inlet, and that's pretty much gonna be it. It's pretty cool because after this the car's pretty much done. He's able to make the radiator fit like this, which is super dope because it saves me from buying a new radiator. So now I just got to do the dash 16 fittings on here and here, and then on the thermostat, and then on the lower side of the radiator, and then just get the hose and fittings, and it'll be nice and clean. So super dope that we're almost done with this. So I got the turbo housing off, and then B-roll is finishing up the downpipe. So that's almost done. It's been super time consuming because of that. But downpipe is almost done. You just have to add piping to this so that it pushes it away from the wastegate. And then once this is all done, car's ready. He was able to get super clearance with the fan and the downpipe, so I'm pretty stoked about that. Had to take apart the intercooler, all the piping and stuff, but we're getting there. We're getting there.
Angels bow to it. I'm so beautifully human and I'm proud of it. Soul of a soldier, heart of a scholar.
Here is the finished product of my H2B turbo EG hatch. I honestly didn't think that I would get to this point with this car. It's very, very dirty right now, but I will be cleaning it up these next couple of days, or hopefully within these next 2 weeks I can clean it all up. The only thing that I need to get this tuned is I need to run the vacuum from the wastegate to the intake manifold, vacuum from the fuel pressure regulator to the intake manifold, and then the downpipe needs to be connected to the rest of the exhaust, so I need to take it down to the muffler shop and have them just make me like a mid pipe, and then that'll be good. But it's done. I want to give a huge shout out to my boy B-Roll over at Kuya's Fabrication on Instagram. He made this downpipe for me right here. He spent a ton of time making this with all the pie cuts so that it can clear the radiator, clear the fan, clear the slave master cylinder, and it goes all the way down and it hugs the oil pan nice and clean. I have good clearance at the bottom. He also fixed up the inlet for the turbo housing. He welded on some more piping to that way it clears the runner and it clears the wastegate, because that was the issue I was having before. I want to give a huge shout out to Billy as well. Billy hooked me up with the heat sleeving for the oil drain line. He hooked me up with the sandwich plate for the feed line, and just came through and showed me a bunch of, shared a bunch of knowledge with me. So now the next step for all this is to clean it all up. I want to powder coat all the intercooler piping. I want to Cerakote the turbo housing. I want to Cerakote the turbo manifold, the downpipe. I want to powder coat the turbo housing. Yeah, so the color scheme, I already know what color scheme I'm gonna go with. I'll let you guys see that once it's done. So that'll be for a different vlog. But yeah, it's done, and let me start it up for you guys. Yeah, I know it's dark, but I just got off work. Been super busy, but the good thing is the car's done, and pretty much, like I said, just needs those couple things for a tune, and we're good. Alternator belt, don't mind that. Gotta rev it up a little bit. It's so cool. A couple of revs. I love seeing the blow up work. super excited that the car is pretty much just needs a tune. I didn't think it would get to this point, but you know, with the help of friends, B-roll, Billy, you know, and everybody that's been motivating me and supporting me to push and finish this freaking turbo build, pretty excited to get it all wrapped up and to get it tuned and do a couple pulls, obviously. But yeah, I know this vlog kind of took a while to put together, and I know it took a while to get to this point with the turbo build, but I know there's some of you guys that are looking forward to this, and that really means a lot to me. And I really appreciate you guys sticking around and checking up on the channel and sending me messages on Instagram, trying to see what's up with the turbo build. But there you have it, boys. It's done. Time to get this thing, you know, time to button up all the small little touches, like I mentioned, the vacuum lines and connecting the rest of the exhaust. And then you know, I do need to get like a boost control. I mean, not a boost, I do need to get a boost gauge. I do need to get a AFR new sensor, because the one that's in there is damaged and it doesn't work anymore. And I need to get an oil pressure gauge. But I think I can tune without those, and then I can add those in later. But like I said, we did it, boys. Thank you guys for the support. I'll see you guys on the next vlog. Peace.